Unit 2, Section 2, Using Algebra to Find Missing Angles. Now that we've learned the special relationships that happen when transversals cross parallel lines, we can use that information along with our knowledge of algebra to find the degrees or to find the variables. So let's take a look at some vocabulary to help us get ready. So a little bit of review. All of these you've heard before, but it has been a little while since Algebra 1. So let's talk about a variable. That is a letter that represents a number. The word isolate means to arrange numbers and variables so that one variable is alone on one side of the equal sign, and all of the numbers might be on the other side. You're isolating the variable. And finally, an equation is a mathematical statement in which the two sides are equal. So we can use equations in Algebra 1 to solve for the value of an angle. To do this, we would just set up an equation where each side represents an amount and make sure that the two sides are equal. So let's take a look at some examples. Now, I went ahead and brought the visual over from the last section, and that could be very helpful for you. So I suggest that you open that up on your screen and maybe do two windows. So if I look at example 1, I'm interested in trying to figure out the relationship between this angle 3 and angle 1. When I look down at my visuals, I'm noticing that these are same side exterior angles. They're on the same side, but they're both outside of the little interior section. And it's saying that they're supplementary, so that means together they should add up to 180 degrees. So I can go ahead and set up my equation now. And I would set it up like that because we're adding them and we get a total of 180 degrees. Now I'm going to look for my like terms, and I see that I have some like terms. So I'd add 3x and 8x, which would be 11x. I would have 5 and then take away 3. That would give me 2, and that would leave me with 180. Now, if I take away the 2 from the 180, that leaves me with 11x equals 178. Then if I divide 178 by 11, I get a decimal. I get 16.18. So I would round that up to 16.2. It is not that unusual for you to have decimals when you're working in geometry. So don't be upset by that or worried. It's fine. We just take the 16.2 and we remember that that is the value of x. And now we need to plug x in order to solve the actual angle, the angle value. So we're going to times that by 3 and then add 5. And when we do that, we should find the total to tell us exactly what that angle will be. When I do the calculations, I find that the angle is 53.6. That means that if I take that away from 180, I would be able to find this angle. So it's kind of a lot of a mixture of algebra and geometry. Looking at example 2, I need to find the relationship between these two expressions. And if I look at my visual, it looks like these are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so now I would take this and I would say 2x plus 100 is equal to 5x plus 55. All right, so I want to bring my x's to the same side. I'm going to take away the 2x here. That's going to leave me with 100 equals, and I'm going to take it away here, of course. That gives me 3x plus 55. Then I need to subtract 55 from 100. Leaves me with 45 equals 3x. This one is going to work out evenly. And if I divide by 3, I get 15. All right, so x is 15. Again, I got to go back up here and I'm going to say 5 times 15 plus 55. Okay, so 5 times 15 is 75, plus 55 is 130. So we're saying that this angle is 130 degrees, and it is an obtuse angle if you look at it upside down, and that means that this angle is also 130 degrees. Okay, there's your visual, kind of showing you that this would be the same side interior, and they would be supplementary, so you would add those two together and make them equal to 180. You do need to be careful. You need to look at which angles they are. You need to be careful that you're looking at those relationships. Go back, like I said, create two windows, have that next to you so you can look for the relationships and try to create your expressions and equations that will help you solve for the variable. Remember, when you solve the variable, that does not mean you have answered the question until you find the angle. Give it a good try. Good luck.